Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? In today's video I am going to be cooking some Buka stew. This stew is really popular in my country, which is Nigeria. It's called Buka stew, like a local stew that you can buy from like a local restaurant on the street, and it always tastes so good. And as you can see, I'm showing you fish here because I'm going to be adding some fish into it. So I started by boiling my meat. I usually like to parboil my meat first and throw out the water. You guys, there's so many dirt stuff in the meat that most of us didn't know. I didn't know about it. So one of my aunties started telling me to like boil my meat, parboil it, throw out the water after like 20 minutes, and then put it back on the stove, put a fresh water in it, and put your seasoning. This way your meat is like clean, even though you clean it with vinegar, with whatever. Now it's like completely clean, and then you can season it. So to season my meat, I'm using Maggi. I sliced some fresh onions in it, and I'm going to add some salt. That's all I'm going to be using. I'm not adding any curry. I added black pepper just because I want to add black pepper. So, and I'm going to mix the whole thing, add water into it, and I'm going to let it cook. So my meat usually cook for about an hour and a half. Sometimes it go more. It depends on the sizes of the meat. Sometimes the meat is like, you know, when you tell the butcher to like cut it small. I like my meat to be small. These sizes are supposed to be small, but it looks like they cut it like medium. Anyway, so my meat usually cook for about an hour and a half. It can be over. So I'm gonna move on over to my peppers. I'm going to be blending some peppers. Honestly, when I'm making Buka stew, I just throw in anything. So I added bell peppers, red, green, and I'm going to be adding ginger. I'm going to add onions. I'm going to add scotch pepper. I added some tomatoes. I'm going to also add some tomato juice. So when you're cooking this stew, trust me, if you throw in anything, it goes like, it will turn out really delicious. So I'm going to blend my pepper like okay. So I am scooping out my meat now. It's nice and tender, you guys. I feel like this is the first time my meat took about 1 hour 50 minutes to cook, like the way I want it to be. Usually it doesn't take that long, but this one they cut it really big. Anyway, so I'm heading over to my stove. I'm gonna be bleaching some oil, and I'm using palm oil and vegetable oil. So I'm gonna let this get really hot and smoky. So I will leave it on for about 2 minutes to get nice and hot. I'm going to be frying my smoked turkey. This is a smoked turkey, and the reason why I'm frying my smoked turkey, even though it's already been smoked, I don't trust the cooking. It's not always smoked all the way, so I like to like, you know, fry it more. I'm not frying it for too long, just to like, you know, give it a good color, because when you look into smoked turkey, you can still see like traces of blood, and I don't trust it. Like I said, I don't trust the way they smoke it. I don't think they smoked it properly. I'm pretty sure they just throw it into like oven just like that, probably not cleaning it because I'm not there. So I like to clean my smoked turkey again and season it and fry it. So that's what I'm doing over here. And when my smoked turkey is completely fried, not too fried, I'll go ahead and add my pepper sauce and the blended pepper, sorry. I'll add it into it, and you can see the oil is also very nice and hot. I'm gonna add some seasoning. My seasoning, I'm adding crayfish, and I added about 2 tablespoons. I love the smell of crayfish in my food a lot. I am going to allow this to cook for like a couple minutes. While that is cooking together, I am going to be blending my jute leaves, and this jute leaves is Ewedu, we call it, but I think the Chinese people call it jute leaves. So I'm going to be blending it. Usually you cook it and you mash it with like a strong broom, but this time I'm putting it in the blender. I'm going to be adding my goat meat into my sauce, and I'm going to mix it together. I didn't add Maggi or salt because this meat is already seasoned very well in the beginning, and I added enough Maggi and salt, so I just want to give it a taste, but I didn't need any Maggi or salt, so it's perfect. So now I'm going to be adding my fish. I'm going to add my fish now, and I usually season my fish with Maggi already and salt when I season my fish in the beginning as well, so that's why I'm not adding any Maggi into this sauce. So adding my fish, I'm going to allow it to cook. When you're making Buka stew, you want to have orishi in there. Orishi means different kind of meat, so it's not only one way meat, is different. So I'm adding this fresh fish, and I don't know what this fresh fish is called. I got it last time I went to my groceries, and I really like it. So now I blended my jute leaves, which is Ewedu. I just throw it in a pot, and I'm going to season it with salt and a little Maggi flavor, just a little bit, not too much, and I'll allow it to cook for about 3 minutes. Hey guys, this is like my first time cooking Ewedu in like many years, and I'm so happy I came across it. I know I'm kind of like late to like making Ewedu here in abroad. A lot of people makes it, but it's just me. Okay, so I'm moving on to my Amala. This is Amala Dudu, and I love Amala Dudu as well. My kids loves it, but I love making it, but I don't like eating it, so that's why I don't really make Ewedu. But I know how to make Amala Dudu. I grew up making Amala Dudu so well. So if you want to make your Amala Dudu, you make sure the water is nice and boiled, and you add your yam flour into it. And Amala Dudu takes time to cook. It takes really patient. You have to be patient to cook it, and don't rush, because if you cook it and it's not done, it can turn your stomach and make you sick. So see how I keep adding water into it. I will add water, I will let it cook. The heat is on low. I let it steam for about 10 to 15 minutes before I even like start portioning it out. So it takes time, and make sure you like, you know, mix it very well with like the mixing stick. We call it a morogun. So yeah, I just want to show you, when you start making Amala Dudu, it's very brown. That's when you know it's not cooked, it's not ready. And when you keep making it and turning around, it start changing color, it start becoming more blacker and blacker. So when the color start changing to like darker brown, that's when you know it's cooked. So yeah, I'm going to portion the Amala now because my kids are like, can't wait. So the stew is ready, and this is what it looks like. It's gonna be Leila Malika's first time eating Amala Dudu, and they liked it. So this is the Buka stew and the Ewedu, and this is the Amala. Sorry, my freezer is stained with stew. This is the Amala. You can see how dark it is, and yeah, this is everything, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I love you guys so much. We're gonna go eat now.